what is the mixed feelings for? I don't know why the greed for money and power would not allow some southern governors to see the simple truth. This has always been the problem of Nigerian. Any of the southern states that are ready and willing should go ahead with its ban on open grazing and ignore the weak links. Greetings, my country people. Please give this video a thumbs up and please subscribe to our channel. Thank you. The news in full. Ban on open grazing. Mixed feelings. Trade implementation in Southeast as September 1st deadline approaches. The September 1st, 2021 deadline set by the Southern Governors Forum (SGF) for the governors of the 17 southern Nigeria states to enact laws banning open grazing in the entire region is a day away. However, while the Southwest region appears to be fully committed to the deadline, the same cannot be said of the Southeast and South-South sub-regions, where there are misgivings about the sincerity of most of the governors to the deadline. It was a sigh of relief for the people of southern Nigeria when on Tuesday, May 11, 2021, the 17 governors of the zone gathered in the city of Asaba, capital of Delta State, to chart a new course for the people in the region. The Asaba meeting was particularly significant in the sense that it was the first of such for the Southern Governors Forum, considering the far-reaching decision made. One of such decisions was its resolve to ban completely open grazing in the entire southern part of the country. In the last 6 years, nothing has threatened the unity of Nigeria more than the activities of nomadic herders whose clashes with farmers almost on a daily basis live on their trails, sorrows, tears, and blood. To curb permanently such an anomaly, the forum resolved that open grazing of cattle be banned across southern Nigeria, noted that development and population growth has put pressure on available land and increased the prospects of conflict between migrating herders and local populations in the south. Given this scenario, it becomes imperative to enforce the ban on open grazing in the south, including cattle movement to the south by foot. The reaction from the north was that of total condemnation. The Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, leading the pack, declared that the decision to ban open grazing by southern governors is unconstitutional. The AGF, who appeared on the channel's television's Politics Today program, said the decision of the governors does not align with the provisions of the Constitution. Hence, it does not hold water. But please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and please hit on the subscription button down below. I see you even as you do so. May the blessings of God never cease to overflow in your lives as you all support my channel. Amen. Why the country waits for the September 1st deadline to happen. A lot of people believed that before the D-Day, some of the governors would have backed out of the arrangement for political reasons. That doubt became a reality when on August 25th, barely 6 days to the September 1st deadline, Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State broke away from the SGF resolution on open grazing and instead opted for partnership between farmers and herders. The governor later clarified his statement by adding that the state already has a similar law promulgated and in use since 2006. Besides Uzodimma, all eyes were equally on his Ebonyi state counterpart, David Umahi, who have decamped from the opposition People's Democratic Party (PDP) to the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC, might also be told the same line with Uzodimma. Should that happen, the hope of a united SGF in the fight against open grazing in southern Nigeria may be a mirage. After all, a review of the preparedness of the SGF for the September 1st deadline on the matter clearly shows that the two sub-regions of Southeast and South-South may be the sick babies of the SGF. Interestingly, sharp reactions have continued to trail Uzodimma's posture on the ban of open grazing. First to react was the Ohanaeze Ndigbo, the socio-cultural body of the Southeast, which threatened to deal with any Igbo governor supporting open grazing in the Southeast. The Secretary General of the Igbo group, Mazi Okechukwu, made the promise on Thursday while condemning the decision of Imo State Governor Hope Uzodimma to support open grazing in his state. According to Okechukwu, Uzodimma cannot afford to face the consequences of his decision. Ohanaeze Ndigbo worldwide had warned the governor of Imo State on the dangers of withdrawal from the ban on open grazing initiated by the Forum of Southern Governors. In Ebonyi State, the rumble is on the revelation that Ebonyi and some other states of the Federation had received 6 billion naira each from the federal government for cattle ranching in the states. Halegbo Development Foundation, the PDP, and many other stakeholders in the Southeast kicked against the alleged collection of the money by Governor David Umahi. Why Enugu State was not mentioned among the states that received money from the federal government for ranching, as the state government had continually denied any involvement. The state is slow on the September 1st deadline set by the SGF, of which Governor Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi was a signatory. Contacted on the issue, the Speaker of the Enugu House of Assembly, Edward Ubeshi, corroborated the executive stand of non-involvement of the federal government ranching plans, adding that a public hearing on the anti-open grazing ban on the floor of the House would be held today, Tuesday, August 31st, just a day to the set date. In Abia State, the government said it aligned with the SGF's decision to ban open grazing in their various states. The State Commissioner for Information, John Okiye Kalo, in an interview in Umuahia with Nigeria Tribune, disclosed that the state had 2 years ago passed the bill into law, earlier before others recognized the need to regulate open grazing in their states, and had acted wisely and promptly. He maintained that the state government stands by that law. The situation is worse in Anambra, where the House of Assembly only planned to deal with the bill in November, confirming whether the anti-open grazing law had been forwarded to the Legislative House for debate. The lawmaker, representing Horoba North and Deputy Majority Leader of the House, Emeka Afoka, in a telephone interview, said the House was on it and that full attention would be given to the bill shortly after the November 6, 2021 governorship election in the state. This, in essence, means if all other states in the SGF begin implementation on September 1st, Anambra will not be part of it. In the South-South zone, one state that is in the same league with Imo and Anambra states on the anti-open law is Edo State, where the issue of the bill is a long wait for the House of Assembly members. A former Speaker of the Edo State House of Assembly, Mr. Frank Okiye, while speaking with Nigeria Tribune, lamented that he and his colleagues had waited patiently in vain for the bill to come from Godwin Obaseki so that they would give it the necessary attention it deserves. In neighboring Delta State, where the SGF meeting first took place, days to the September 1st deadline, the open grazing bill is still at the House of Assembly committee level after it went through the first and second reading in July. A joint committee recently organized a stakeholders public hearing on the bill, where owners of livestock businesses such as state cattle dealers and rearers association, butchers union, plantain and banana growers and women farmers in the state commended the state government's efforts to regulate the sector and prohibit open grazing in the state. As the September 1st deadline approaches, all eyes are on the Southern Governors Forum, and particularly the Southeast and South-South legs of the forum, to see if the Asaba and Lagos resolutions would be effected. But please give us a thumbs up and please click on the notification button for more updates. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.